particular grip on, or you think you do, on what being black is. So I would ask you, what does that mean? What is it? Because we've always had different social stratifications of my demographic of people, and it's still black culture. So I just have to understand exactly what your grasp on being black is.
Right. So when I say that being black as standing against white supremacy, there are two issues that stand in there. For the first one is that you have to have some kind of knowledge base or some kind of understanding to get to what this blackness is. So I only think that's a rational argument to view it as that which stands against white supremacy. To view it as biological is just factually impossible for anybody to get to.
Well, can I hold you there? And this is where we can establish another base. When you hear me use terms like black, Negro, African American, any of those terms which you would associate with my people, it's just those are aliases.
But bro, you're wrong that they're your people. So like that's one of the biggest misconception that I saw that happened in the Black Lives Matter movement was this belief that the argument has been won in the quote unquote black community. The quote unquote black community is the ones that always called me to go do something as an officer. They're the ones that paid me to go do those things. They're the ones that wrote the laws that continue to do those things. They continue to fight for more policing and violence as an answer. They don't believe in Black Lives Mattering more or anything like that. They really just want to survive and get along. Their voting patterns and everything they do approve this. Here's what I need you to understand.
Yeah, but this is my thing. Let me ask you this. I don't rock with Black Lives Matter. I've never...
I understand. So go ahead and
what does that have to do with
sure
me
because
or anybody in my sphere of understanding?
Because you're calling those your people. Because you're calling those your people, and they're black, and right. The whole country
biologically they're Negroes. They are black people, or what falls under the category of black people. It's a label.
There are no biologically black people.
I understand that, but it's a label. It's a label. So the people that we label black are a certain biological.
Sure.
Okay.
So who labels them and why? That's not true that they're of a certain biological thing. They're of a certain physical appearance, which is in a super small percentage.
Who else would you consider to be black according to the social culture? Sure. Who else would you consider to be black? Would you consider fucking?
I do not view the paradigm. No, I don't view the world that way. I
understand that, but I also don't view the world in black and white, the social status. However, I understand it. So what I'm saying to you is when you hear me use terms like that, it's just a basic understanding that everybody is going to grasp based on the context of the conversation. I'm not saying that it's accurate, but what I'm saying is the general populace will understand what I'm saying to them when I use those general terms for them. I understand better, or we understand better.
Hold on, brother. Let me answer. Race is a social construct, right? So when I know it is in the social zeitgeist and we understand it, but to say that everyone understands it in context, that's just blatantly wrong. Like Native Americans did not see race.
I don't know. I also don't agree with the Western Europeans' understanding of race. When I see race, I look at it as your tribe or ancestry, your lineage. People, you have different lineages of people. There are different tribes of people. This is just a fact.
Right, but when we're talking about... Hold on, brother. Let me talk, please.
I wasn't finished, though. I'm just saying that's my understanding. That's my perspective. So, you know, I'm just trying to establish... Right,
but your perspective that you're trying to convey to everyone else is unknown and unobjective.
How is you just agreed with me that there are different tribes and lineages of the human race, right? So how is that?
Because dude, you can't throw 5 questions at me. Throw one at a time, please. Let me answer.
You high as shit, but I'm gonna let you go ahead, man.
Vin. Right. So let's go with one question. What's your first question? How do I say that? How do I say? Because you are saying the whole problem with race and how it affects our systems is about prejudice and presumptions. So it is about not knowing who the person is. The officer who shoots a black man from Jamaica, he's not black. He's not from Africa. He doesn't associate with you. They don't have the same ancestry as you.
Listen, I'm Jamaican, first off. So that's perfect. You understand? And I am considered black when I come to this country. When just people, random white people, white cops like yourself, they're not gonna know that I'm Jamaican. When they see me, they see a nigga. They see a white man.
So
they see whatever label they can
I know,
put us
Vin,
under.
fuck, dude, come on, man. So they don't know your actual lineage. That's the entire point I was just trying to make. They don't know where you're from.
I'm disagreeing there.
So they're doing this on their presumptions. Right? So your actual lineage is irrelevant in the situation. They are not judging you on your actual lineage. They are judging you on their perceptions.
That's my point. We agree there.
Those perceptions are not tied to where you're actually from.
That's my point. You like, for instance, you said that these people don't have a tie to Africa. First off, my people, the black people here, Negroes in America, we were not taken from Africa. We're from here. That's a lie that's been told over the last hundreds of years. There are plenty of books out here which show you that we descend from these lands. So those Asian-looking Native Americans that you speak of, we were here before them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They came.
Yeah,
No, it's not like guess. I got a couple of books for you that I can throw out there and suggest. I can read a few passages for you.
I've seen zero peer-reviewed convincing literature of any such theory, and there's not a peer-reviewed serious.
So you're telling me that the conquistadors' journals and all of these PhD authors that I got here are not validated evidence. This is like U.S. documented evidence as well. Where's this dang book at? Go ahead, I'm listening to you. While I find this book, you can go ahead.
No, it's not peer-reviewed. It's just, I've written 5 books, dude. So you're just saying that you're appealing to the same authority that I possess, but you're only appealing to it because it's convenient to your argument that you've already.
Wait. So you have a PhD in American history and topics of that nature, like before pre-colonialism. You have a PhD in that. So you mean to tell me these people who have PhDs, who have bibliographies in the back, who do the actual work, are not qualified? That's what you're telling me.
No, I am telling you that I don't know that, and neither do you until they put their...
Wait. Hold on, King. How don't I know that if I'm the one studying these books and I'm telling you I can reference them to you. I can give you the exact page, the chapter if you want, and we can do the background research together, bro. Like, this is what I'm telling you. I'm the real deal. You can't tell me that I don't know something when I can show you my entire damn library here, and you can pick a book and we can open it up together. And then we can do the background research to verify whether the author is telling the truth or not. It's very simple with me, King.
Right. So if somebody wants to be taken seriously, they need to write the things down, put in the citations, and submit it to peer review so that other PhDs within that field can have a chance to review it and rebut it. Until that process takes place, this is just somebody's rambling, no different than Alex Jones.
King, how do you know that this information isn't peer-reviewed already? This is historical documentation. This is real. This is not...
Sure, I can...
All right, let me just get the book. I'll
Vin, I am interested in your arguments. I am not interested in an appeal to authority from somebody else.
Well, King, I'm giving you my argument. Like, it was perfect that you said...
Your argument is an appeal to authority, which is a logical fallacy.
It's not an appeal to authority because I'm going to get the actual facts. It doesn't matter the actual person or the PhD. You're the one who brought that up about being peer-reviewed. So you are appealing to authority. You started appealing to authority when you talked about peer-reviewed. I don't give a shit about peer-reviewed. I give a shit about people doing their background research. Okay, peer-reviewed is a bias to me because there's a scientific elite which, if you go against the grain, they're going to isolate you out the community. This is just the way that it is. Okay, you can't tell me that these people right here who are multiple authors. I even have a book by the United States government itself that is telling you.
Are you using the United States government statements as an appeal to your rationality?
But you're the one who brought up an appeal to what did you call the argument again? An appeal to authority. You're the one who brought up peer reviewed. So that's the reason why I'm even getting into this part of the discussion. So you let us in here, okay? I'm following your lead.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that. Putting your idea up for other people to debate is not an appeal to authority. It's an appeal to having your ideas be challenged in an open format.
Well, that's why I challenged your idea when I corrected you and said that my people were not taken from Africa. We were here already. The conquistadors told you we were here already. It's documented.
Right. All the people you are claiming have this bias prejudice against you because your lineage have no belief in this. You understand that?
Because they don't understand it. They're thinking the same thing as you, that these people are from Africa. All of that indoctrination that we call
I don't care about that. It's irrelevant because you're talking about a social construct.
How?
So why is it relevant?
Wait.
So go ahead.
How?
So that we can get on the same page, Vin, please give me your definition of black.
Well, it's not about my definition of black. What black actually...
It is because we're having a conversation, bro. We need to establish a definition of terms. What is the definition of black that we're operating off of?
The definition of black that I'm operating off of is a social status, right? Black is a color, not a race or anything.
Yeah, social status is not a definition, bro. What is the definition? How can I tell if someone is black or not?
You can look at them. I mean, it's called color of law.
Describe it for me. Like, treat me like an idiot and you're reading a definition. Describe it.
If you see me running down the street, in your old white neighborhood, right, with a fucking with a fucking hoodie on like Trayvon Martin, what would you say in your goddamn intercom? What would you say?
Dark complected male.
Oh, my
18, 24 years
old. Come on,
old.
Bro. Are you serious? You wouldn't be like black male, 5'6". You wouldn't do that? Come on, my man.
No, because let me give you an example. Would that apply if Sean King were running down the street?
Sean King? Who's Sean King?
Sean King? Look him up right there on your thing. Sean King. He's a Black Lives Matter activist leading the movement.
Sean King.
Well-known journalist.
I don't know these Black Lives Matter motherfuckers, man.
Is Obama black?
Black Lives Matter. So
black?
because they're in a group. So because they're.
Because the world calls. No, because this country calls him black. I am asking you if that brother is black.
Sean Kingston, Black Lives Matter, BLM.
Sean King, just Sean King. Okay. Tell me that dude's black. King. Go ahead, please tell me he's black.
No, this is a white man. He's proven to be a white man.
I agree with you 100%.
He's proven, but why would you bring him up when he's not?
Because all the people that you're saying would call you black call him black.
Why would they call him black?
So you need to describe it to me. The people that I'm talking to,
who calls
the world,
him black?
The entire Black Lives Matter community, all of media, all of the people you go talk to.
What black? I don't know any black people that call that.
That's not Vin. We both agree, but you're talking about people's perceptions. The same people that perceive you as black perceive him as black. Now, please give me the definition.
I don't know anybody. We'll do it right now. We'll do it.
Dude, it probably says African American male on his fucking wiki.
Does that look like a black man to y'all? If y'all think that's a black man, give it thumbs up.
You're
give
terrible,
it some hearts
dude.
if that's a black man. Look at the Instagram, kid. Stop fooling, man. You playing games, man. Look at this guy. This is the black guy? Come on, man. Look, when you look this guy up, look in the Google associations. You don't even see no other black people come up. You see other people that look like you. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you're funny.
Oh my God.
Let me no, seriously though. Let me ask you, why do you keep bringing up Black Lives Matter? Can we stop? We can stop Black Lives Matter.
I didn't. I brought up Shaun King. I brought up somebody who was publicly recognized as being black, who I would say is not.
Because he's not black. He doesn't have a Negro father. He's not black. That's a white man. That's why he's not.
He says he does. He says he does.
He says he does, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He does not. But guess what? Blake Griffin would have been a better example for you to bring up. You understand what I'm saying? He's black, or even.
But I'm just saying, are light skinned? Are the people who are
black? Are the
people who are seven shades?
There are black people who are your complexion and even lighter. They're albinos, and they're still Negroes.
Yeah, I don't know. So go ahead and define what you mean by these terms. What is black and what is Negro? You're just saying terms that people aren't going to agree on. So go ahead and establish them.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
I just proved to you how they don't agree on the definition of race. So you need to be specific.
We're going to, anybody that I speak to is going to understand when I say Negro, what a Negro is. You're the only one.
I need you to tell me. Treat me as a dumb hillbilly.
Look, that's
I need to know.
Gonna do. My fault, man. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for you. I typed in Negro in Google, all right? Look who pops up. Let's see if any of that, whoever Shaun King, let's see if he pops up. You understand what I'm saying?
There's a white dude in blackface, so.
Right, but look at the phenotype. You know what a phenotype is, right?
None of these, that's all just junk race science.
Do you understand what a phenotype is? Bone structure.
Yeah, I've heard it termed, but my whole point is to demonstrate to you examples that aren't true.
Hang on. Bone structure is not just, it's not pseudoscience. The bone structure is actual. It's real. What are you talking about?
Because the whole point is you're going to have exceptions.
All right, so give me an exception to the rule where the bone structure, it's a black person, but they got the bone structure of. All right, so let's make a clarification here. So
Will Smith, Shaun King, I just gave you two. Vin Diesel. Who else you got? I mean, come on, get real, man. Obama. That doesn't look like a white dude. How many people go on the internet and search? How many people say I look like a white Obama?
What does that mean? How can I go on Google and find that?
Because that would mean we have the same face structure from people's appearance and judgment. If there's an exception, I don't care, man. I just don't care what you're saying when you give a thing that can easily be disproven. So disprove bone structure. Vin, please give me something I could go take to somebody in Iowa to describe what a black person is.
You can take a snapshot.
Give me the first qualifier.
You can take a snapshot of my face.
Right, so everybody that doesn't look like you isn't black enough. See, this is what I'm saying.
What did it mean, look like me? Like, what exactly? Because there goes a lot into it. There's complexion, pigmentation. There's also phenotype, bone structure. So which one do you want to go with?
Go with whatever you want. You need.
Well, I'm asking you because we're going in circles here, and this is.
I don't think it exists. I think when you use the term black, you were operating under the paradigm and structure that white supremacy did, and you're proliferating racism because your entire viewpoint is creating the races. And when races are created, you necessitate violence and you necessitate othering, which is inherently going to do harm to society.
So you're saying that because